This is the Porsche 919 Evo, a car born when Porsche decided to take their Le Mans winning prototype, rip up the rulebook and see just how fast it could really go. In 2018, Porsche gave their engineers one mission: build the fastest car ever. Not bound by racing rules, not held back by regulations, but engineered for pure speed. So how did Porsche build a car that was faster than any modern Formula 1 car, and which demolished a Nürburgring record that had stood for over 35 years? All of that coming up. The regular 919 wasn't just any race car. It dominated the World Endurance Championships LMP1 category, winning 17 of 33 races and 3 championships in a row from 2015 to 2017. It had an efficient 2-liter V4 hybrid engine, cutting-edge energy recovery systems and the stamina to survive 24 hours of brutal Le Mans racing. But once Porsche retired it, they decided it needed a proper send-off. Enter the Porsche 919 Evo, a no-rules maximum performance monster. Porsche quite literally shredded the rulebook and set their engineers free. The result? A car that destroyed the Nürburgring lap record that stood for 35 years, held by another Porsche, the legendary 956C. The 919 Evo lapped the ring in just 5 minutes and 19 seconds, rewriting history. Now normally LMP1 race cars are bound by strict rules, limits on fuel flow, energy deployment per lap, and even the size of aerodynamic devices. Add the need for reliability in 24-hour races and these cars usually end up about 15 seconds slower than Formula 1 cars over a single lap. But Porsche's Evo was different. Free from restrictions, they could push the limits. The first change, no more fuel flow restrictors. That alone took the 2-liter V4 engine from 500 horsepower to a maximum of 720 horsepower. Then they upgraded the electric motors, the MG UK, boosting it from 400 to 440 horsepower. Combined, the Evo produced a staggering 1160 horsepower. Like F1 cars, it used hybrid systems to harvest energy under braking and redeploy it on acceleration. But unlike F1, it also captured exhaust gases with an MGUH. And here's the twist: all that extra power went through the front wheels, making it a 4-wheel drive. This clever setup gave the 919 Evo insane grip, explosive acceleration and the power to absolutely obliterate lap records. If you're still watching the video, please do not forget to like and subscribe. Next, Porsche went absolutely wild with the aerodynamics. They built an active aero system that used hydraulics to constantly adjust the front diffuser and rear wing in real time. More downforce for the corners, less drag on the straights. Think of it like DRS on steroids. But they didn't stop there. Porsche added skirt panels along the sides to seal airflow under the car and channel it straight into a massive diffuser. This was a trick straight from the 1980s Formula 1 ground effect cars. So effective that it was actually banned back then for being too dangerous. The outcome was staggering. The Evo generated 53% more downforce than a regular 919. In fact, Porsche even claimed the 919 Evo produced more downforce than a Formula 1 car. That's how extreme this machine was. Without needing to survive a 24-hour race, Porsche ditched everything unnecessary. Headlights, wipers, jacks, cooling systems. This made the 919 Evo 86 kgs lighter than the race car. Combine that with over 1000 horsepower and you get a power to weight ratio of 1350 bhp per ton. To put it simply, a rocket ship with wheels. Michelin built a one-off soft compound tire just for the Evo. They were so grippy that Porsche had to run laps in the early morning to keep the track cool enough. For braking, Porsche used torque vectoring with hydraulics. Sensors measured grip hundreds of times a second and adjusted brake pressure at each wheel to maximize the stopping power. Basically, the car braked at the absolute physical limit every time. Porsche's first target was Spa-Francorchamps. The Formula 1 lap record there was 1 minute 42.5 seconds set by Lewis Hamilton. The 919 Evo smashed it with a 1 minute 41.7. That's faster than a Formula 1 car around a Formula 1 track by almost a minute. But the real history was made at the Nürburgring, Nordschleife. For 35 years, Porsche's own 956C held the lap record with a time of 6 minutes and 11 seconds. The Evo obliterated it with a 5 minutes and 19 seconds, almost a full minute faster, a record that may never be beaten. This car was so fast, it pushed its drivers to their physical limits. On some corners, the Evo pulled 4.5 Gs of lateral forces. The Porsche Works driver had to train his neck for months just to withstand the forces. He later admitted the car could go faster but his body couldn't. The 919 Evo proved what happens when engineers are set free. No rules, no compromises, just speed. So what could beat it? Maybe a Formula 1 car built the same way with active aero, unlimited fuel flow and no weight rules. Or maybe the next generation of electric prototypes like the Volkswagen IDR. But until then, the 919 Evo stands as a legend, a car built to show us what's possible when you stop asking what's allowed and start asking what's possible. If you love stories of legendary machines like this, make sure to subscribe to Carstorian. We bring you the wildest cars, their histories and engineering that makes them iconic.